So we will record it. We can edit the part which is required and you can send it to everybody also.
Sounds great, sir. Yeah.
The recording comes like slideshow and one face on the corner which speaks.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So welcome to all. I want to understand these are principals or teachers, right? Delegated
These are
by the school.
teachers.
Teachers.
These are all teachers.
Right.
My lead teachers who is beautifully coordinating our Pune Climate Warriors in the school. And they are very passionate. They are not a coordinator and the lead teacher, but they are very passionate about the environment and sustainability. And not only Pune Climate Warrior, they do a lot. And I guess more of the schools know you directly. So
yeah, some of them definitely.
No, but you have been known to many of them, and it will be really great session for them as well, because it will be directly you talking to them. So these teachers are really doing a beautiful drive, and schools itself also has a beautiful understanding about the climate change and about the waste management itself. So they not only do this, but they have their own, I guess, specific time in every school they are giving for the trees, plants, and I guess butterflies. There are many schools also doing the best out of waste itself. And yeah, so and I'm like this time there is a dedicated teacher for it. Plus, if there are some teachers who are subject teachers, but they are inculcating this with their subject teaching with the climate change as well. So this is all the team. So we say it's the Pune Climate Team for us. So I guess 11 have joined. I'll just send one more message in my group.
Yeah. And because we came a few minutes early, it's just 10:02. We can't wait till 10:05, and on the dot at 10:05 we will start.
We'll start. That sounds great. Sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to all those who are coming in. With me is, I'm Vinod Bodhankar. I'm a co-founder of Sagar-Mitra, which has now evolved into Sagar-Mitra Pavan-Mitra also. We are Sagar-Mitra Pavan-Mitra now. And with me is Onkar Ganu, who is project manager. When he was in 8th standard, he joined as a student this particular program. Now he is an environment engineer and he is the next generation of teachers and project managers for Sagar-Mitra. So I will keep saying Sagar-Mitra. It's easy to say, but officially now we are Sagar-Mitra Pavan-Mitra. There is a significance to that. Hamida Keshwani ji, namaskar. We know you very well, Kere. Okay. A question for Radhika Naikavdi.
Yes.
Have you seen this whole presentation before? The entire one which I'm showing today?
I guess, have you shown this on the Teachers Orientation Day?
That was just 5-6 minutes of
national I'm also going to attend this. No, sir.
So I'm glad you're here.
So I guess there are 16 of them have joined.
Great. Absolutely.
Another 2 minutes, teachers, and
we'll
start. Will not wait much. I'll send a message to everyone, but I'll forward it again.
I will start by placing this, our first meeting,
Okay.
28/6/25. That is where it all started for us in season 4, where we are now. So I just wanted a reminder before myself and everybody that we are part of this Pune Climate Warrior initiative, very important for the kids. And Sagar-Mitra is one of the resource groups which is called in, especially because we have 14 years experience in waste plastic management through children's efforts. Be assured that the methodology for the children is extremely safe and the effort involved is very small. We have oriented it perfectly for small children from 5th standard to 12th standard. 1st to 4th, we don't induct them into this program. They are too small to handle plastic, because though plastic seems harmless, it is a hazardous material. Especially for very small children, it is a choking hazard. If they handle too much of small plastics, there's always a chance that 1 out of a million children of 1st, 2nd standard might put it inside the mouth. So 1st to 4th standard as a safety, we have not inducted any students. So 10:05 we start.
Yes, we start. Good morning, dear teachers, and I'm so happy we all have joined. But no worries, if no teachers have missed out, we'll send the
Good morning, ma'am.
Good
good
morning, ma'am. Good morning.
morning so much. Good morning. I have a different energy when my teachers just talk to me. So I'm so happy and I'm feeling so great that today Mr. Vinod sir is with us from Sagar-Mitra. But today's session is all about, let me tell you, it's about microplastics and the impact of the oceans on the microplastic and a tiny plastic we cannot see with the naked eye. And what happened, the massive impact on the marine life. This is what we are going to have discuss, and also on the human life. So this will be a great insight from sir, and let me allow me to introduce our dear sir. तर मला मी परत एकदा फक्त मराठीत सांगते. टीचर्स, आज आपल्याला खूप चांगला विषय मिस्टर बोधनकर घेत आहेत. डिरेक्टली विनोद सर आपल्याशी आज संवाद साधणार आहेत. कारण आपल्याला वेस्ट मॅनेजमेंट, हे छोटे छोटे प्लास्टिकचे तुकडे जे आपल्या डोळ्यातही दिसत नाहीत, त्याच्यावर आपण काय इम्पॅक्ट आपल्या आयुष्यावर आणि ओशन लाईफवर, मरीन लाईफवर होणार आहे, त्याचा एक ब्युटिफुल इन्साइट शेअर करणार आहे. अँड ॲट दी एंड टीचर्स, Harshada is going to share us a detailed report about it, which will allow her after Mr. Vinod Bodhankar finish with the session. And at the end, I'll definitely take questions. So please allow me to introduce Mr. Bodhankar, who, and you know him so well, as I guess many teachers have seen him during the teachers orientation day. And so this is all about, and yeah, so he is widely known as the efforts to ocean conservation and as the driving force behind the Sagar-Mitra initiative. With years of dedicated work in the field, he has been inspiring citizens, schools, and institutions to actively contribute to reducing plastic waste and protecting marine ecosystem. Please join me where Mr. Bodhankar, who will take us through the topic of microplastic oceans and help us to understand how we educators can spread this knowledge. So Mr. Vinod Bodhankar, please, everything is up to you. Teachers, please take this beautiful insight. I'll be sharing this, and I'm so glad Mr. Vinod sir have said any teachers will be glad to join again for us if you want again this session to happen. Yes, sir. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, give me a moment. So good morning to you. It's 10:07 and we'll be here for an intense introduction for about 45 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes we can have feedback from you, and you will realize as we go into this that the subject is vast and we may have to call you back again sometime for a small rejoinder, because we usually say after 15 days you can write down 3 most important questions that you thought of in those 15 days, and then we have a session only for those questions. So I hope that for the sake of our children, we take this more intensely and not like in Marathi we say urkun gyaisa, means this is not something that we say in 1 hour we'll complete it and that's the end of it and we see the back of it. So this is a orientation. You know that we are part of Pune Climate Warriors, and on the 28th of June, we got introduced for the first time to Pune Climate Warriors. Just a good news, on 14th of June 2025, we have been handed over 303 schools in Pune district as a pilot project, after which all the schools of Pune district under Zilla Parishad, we have an MOU now. The reason why I'm saying this is our schools, even the 10, 15 teachers who are here now, our schools will be the model schools which we placed before these 303 schools. At one stage, when the principals from the rural areas want to come and see how a school operates in Sagar-Mitra Pavan-Mitra, then we will have to call them to Pune to see some of the Pune Climate Warrior schools. So here is the school minister Dadaji Bhuse, and Ajit Pawar ji now personally knows this to be his program because it is there in 12 of his schools also. Not by design, just by accident, we are in 12 of his schools and 6 of his colleges. So we are now supported by the government, and every school here which implements Sagar-Mitra Pavan-Mitra ideally is going to be a leading light and an example as an adarsh for the 303 schools which we have been given in the wider part of Pune district. I just wanted the significance there. I'm not going to go into the entire chart over here. We will send you by WhatsApp. But Sagar-Mitra Pavan-Mitra, as you see the double name here, ensures 3 types of orientations in the teachers and the students over a long period. The teachers and students get to know about 17 SDGs for the global citizen, Sustainable Development Goals, set by an agenda set by the planet. And there are 11 duties of the national citizen given in our constitution. And there are 4 themes of NEP, National Education Policy. All of these, without mentioning these to the children, they get trained in all of this automatically. Talking about the 11 duties of the national citizen, under Article 51A of the Constitution, 51AG, the citizen takes the pledge to protect and improve forest, lakes, rivers, and wildlife. And our children are now saying oceans also. Please put oceans over there. So the children are doing this duty already by protecting not only the forest, lakes, rivers, and wildlife, but the oceans also, which is not even mentioned in our constitution. There are 4 clauses. If you go to the National Education Policy and download the PDF, NEP 2020, download the PDF. In paragraph number 11.8, in one page, 4 things are given. One is scientific temper, which is Vaidyanik Drushtikon, spiritual values, which is Adhyatmik Mulya, community engagement, which is Loka Sahabhag, and global citizenship, which is Jagatik Nagarikatva. All these 4 are embedded into the character of the child who does Sagar-Mitra. And so whenever the audit for SQAAF audits which are coming in, you see, all schools will be audited on scientific temper, spiritual values, community engagement, and global citizenship. This is called School Quality Assessment and Assurance Framework audits. Whenever these begin full-fledged, I think in CBSE schools, they are there. Whenever they begin full-fledged for all of India and Maharashtra and every school, any school doing Sagar-Mitra will already have these 4 things embedded in a very crystal clear way. I won't go into the details which are written in Marathi here. We will send you the PDF of all the essential slides where the text is there. Here is what we show our 5th standard students. Some of the schools represented here, we have already done Sagar-Mitra Pavan-Mitra. You may know it as Sagar-Mitra, but it is now Sagar-Mitra Pavan-Mitra Abhiyaan. So in the mind of the child, we want to place this picture. Essentially because 30% of the forest is on the land and 70% forest is in the ocean. This is the primary takeaway today for us as educators and teachers. I repeat.
Yes. चला चला लवकर लवकर या पटापट.
Teachers, kindly mute. Teachers, please, dear, kindly mute.
I just
Muted
want
her, yeah.
I just want to welcome Rajashree Ozarde, who is our coordinator from Pimpri Chinchwad area.
Extremely sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to mute you. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Thank you. So I think she's bringing the children from
Yes, sir.
either her neighborhood or from Gnan Prabodhini. So please stay muted, Rajashree. So coming back to this picture, which we all as teachers and parents do show to our children, the picture of our home. Hamara ghar hai ye. Once more, the takeaway from today, or whether teacher or some students who are watching now, or coordinators, 30% of the forest is on the land and 70% of the forest is in the ocean. So this is very significant. The reason why we call it Sagar-Mitra is we want to ensure that everyone knows the forests in the ocean are giving us the maximum amount of oxygen, and the maximum amount of global cooling, because forests cool the earth down, and the maximum amount of carbon sequestration. It's all happening in the greenery in the ocean more than the greenery on the land. Now, not that the greenery on the land is not important. The greenery on the land is important, 30%. But the greenery in the ocean is supremely important, and we have been ignoring it. And to cut the long story short for today's 45 minutes, We are destroying the greenery in the ocean with plastics and microplastics. See, for the ocean, whether it is microplastic or plastic doesn't make any difference at all. You will see that any plastic eventually breaks down into microplastics. So when we take any subject, plastic, inherent within that is eventually the plastic breaks down to microplastics. And whether plastic or microplastic, they are equally dangerous for our oceans. I'll go ahead. We have to redefine as educators the very concept of nation for the children. Here we see India shown in brown. This is our land, which is described in our national anthem as Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravida, Utkala, Banga, Vindhya, Himachala, Yamuna, Ganga. This is this land. And there is another line which comes, Uchchala Jaladi Taranga. Uchchala Jaladi Taranga is this blue ocean. So please remember the national anthem that we say the most important song in India, where every child learns it. Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravida, Utkal, Banga, Vindhya, Himachala, Yamuna, Ganga is the land area which is shown in brown here. Uchchala Jaladi Taranga. Jaladi means ocean. Uchchala Jaladi Taranga means this blue part is also a part of India. We have to re-educate ourselves, whether we are education ministers or we are primary school teachers. अखंड भारत भूखंड और जलखंड से बना है. मेरा देश और नीला देश. मेरा देश और नीला देश. उच्छल जलधि तरंग is नीला देश, the blue part of our country. You will see when we come to your schools, we will request you to have a full-fledged session at each of your schools, where we will come, either me or Omkar, and we make the children say this: my nation plus blue nation is the true nation, or the full nation, or the Akhanda Desh. My nation plus blue nation is equal to true nation. This is our second takeaway today. The first was 70% of the greenery is in the ocean. We have to save the ocean. We are destroying that greenery with plastics. And if we try to say I'm responsible for India because I sing the national anthem, then I'm not only responsible for India, but all the plastic pollution which goes from India into the ocean. A huge amount of plastic from the Indian rivers goes into the ocean. We went in boats like this, chasing the plastic. I'm going to skip some of the text. We chased the plastic. Initially, we found it is on the ground. And from the ground, because there is a slope, the plastic goes into water. This is the Mutha river where our plastic goes. After the rains, you see on both the banks of the river also you will find tons of plastic. And the plastic keeps going into the river through the nalas. Every second, 12 hours in the day, 12 hours in the night, the rivers are flowing, the nalas are flowing, the plastic is going there, and it's going in tons and tons. We decided to search for where does this plastic go. Because it's not just a land garbage problem. The plastic goes further and further. We chased it in boats like this. Every day going 30 kilometers, 70 kilometers like this. We actually went up to 450 kilometers and we found this is what happens to our plastics. It's very important to know that our Bhugol, which is geography, should be renamed as Bhujalagol or geohydrography. Because if we see only geography, we see that the plastic falls down on Pune land. But if we see geohydrography, Bhujalagol, then we see that the plastic on the land, because of the slope, goes into the water and lands up here, 120 kilometers downstream of Pune in a dam. And on both sides of the river also there is Vedi Babu, thorny bushes, in which the plastic gets caught. This is the Bhima river. Mula Mutha joins the Bhima river 120 kilometers downstream, and our plastic is found there. So if we are going to create responsible citizens, we have to show them that the responsibility extends beyond the piece of land which we say is our home, Pune City, but the responsibility extends to the river which gets polluted. And the river pollutes further and further. We cannot throw so far, but the gravity helps us and the water helps us to pollute more and more, further and further away. Please be aware, when we throw this piece of plastic, it goes to the ocean. Wherever you throw it on the land, wherever on my planet you throw on the land, if the rainwater and the snow melt goes towards the ocean, then it will lift the plastic and take it to the ocean. So I'm trying to rush through this. For the children, we really wait till it creates a memory in their mind. We test that memory. That are they very clear that there is a slope to the ground? Are they clear that anywhere on the ground the plastic is thrown, it goes into rivers and the rivers carry it to the ocean? And these are the proofs. These are photographs taken by me from my boat when I went 450 kilometers chasing this for 13 days, 15 days. We found that the 11 rivers of Pune district, depicted by one arrow here, that they take this plastic from 11 rivers of Pune district into Karnataka. And the Krishna River and the Koyna River from Kolhapur, Solapur, Sangli, Satara, Miraj, all that plastic comes from southern Maharashtra and goes into the Krishna River and goes into Karnataka also. And then Vedavati, Varada, Malaprabha, Tungabhadra, Ghataprabha River. We are now having projects of Sagar-Mitra on the banks of some of the Karnataka rivers also. So these rivers also bring plastic. The Maharashtra plastic through Bhima and Krishna, the Karnataka plastic, they all join into the Krishna here where the Bhima Krishna Sangam is there on the border of Karnataka and Telangana. And the Krishna River carries our plastic from Maharashtra and Karnataka through Telangana, takes plastic from Hyderabad. Already there is plastic from Pune, already there is plastic from Bangalore, then plastic from Hyderabad, and then it goes through Andhra Pradesh and into the Bay of Bengal. We take some time till this is embedded into the minds of the children. Sometimes we make them say the names of the rivers so that they learn that plastic thrown anywhere goes into a nala, goes into a river. And because we live in Pune, which is in the Krishna River basin, the plastic from Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh goes to the Bay of Bengal. It's amazing to us that 5th standard children catch up on this geohydrography. Bhujalagola. We are talking about the water and the land both. So they catch up with this. At the end, if we ask them, should it be renamed as geohydrography and Bhujalagol? Unanimously, the children say, yes, it has to be named like that. Otherwise, we think that the plastic we throw lands up on the land only. So here we have blue color Krishna River throwing plastic into the Bay of Bengal. This is from Pune. If you go to Aurangabad and Nashik, then Godavari is throwing also. From the Godavari River, plastic goes into Bay of Bengal. Then we have the Mahanadi Basin, the Brahmani River Basin, the Subarna Rekha Basin, and small other rivers, and then Damodar Basin and Ganga Basin and the Brahmaputra throwing through Bangladesh and through Padma River. And then we have the Indus Valley and the Satluj and Bias and Chenab and Ravi. All these rivers, they are also throwing India and Pakistan together. And then we have Sabarmati River, Mahi River, Luni River, Tapi River, Narmada River, and the Konkan Coast rivers, Western Ghat rivers, the Vaigai River from Tamil Nadu, then the Kaveri River, Pelar River, Pannar River. No, all of India is throwing plastics. And is it that we are throwing on the ground? No, all this is a slope towards the ocean. Our land is a slope towards the ocean. Should be written on the first page of a book where the title should not be geography but geohydrography. Title should not be Bhugol but Bhujalagola. This is the plastic which goes into the Arabian Sea from Mumbai. And this is how it goes from Calcutta. We dwell on these things for the children. I'm rushing through a little bit. The children realize that this plastic creates 1 feet layers. The plastic creates layers of 2 feet. We show the 2 feet layer so that the children understand what is the accumulated impact of everybody throwing. So we realize I don't throw one piece, we throw so much. So before any ban comes on plastic or before somebody understands what is single use and double use and all that complicated stuff, the child realizes I just don't want to throw any plastic at all. Big plastic, small plastic, hard plastic, single use plastic, double use plastic, recyclable plastic, you name it, any plastic, just don't throw. And don't wait for the niyama which comes from the government. Like a constable with a chadi trying to put us into a line and stand in a queue. We don't need that. We don't need a rule in order to, get indoctrinated. We have to do a self-learning, which the children do through this process. They realize that they are throwing this. And this is how it has gathered in the oceans. Again, we are amazed that because of the parents and teachers like you and schools like yours, children of 5th standard understand this. Right from me throwing the plastic, no, I am the child. I threw the plastic, it went on the slope, it went into the Nala, it went into the river, it went into the larger river, it went into Krishna river if I'm in Pune or Hyderabad or Bangalore. And from Krishna, it went into the Bay of Bengal, and that means the Indian Ocean. And they realize this is happening all over the world. By the time we come to this slide, it's amazing how intelligent our children are. They understand that well nigh 1/3 of the ocean is covered with plastic now. Not fully covered, but it is polluted by plastic. The fully covered areas are shown in red and some of them in green and blue. Because if you see the scale below, wherever it is green and blue, the plastic, the depth of the plastic is 6 meters, 18 feet. And wherever it is shown as red, the depth of the plastic is 10 meters. That's about 30 feet layer of plastic going up and down in the ocean. You go in a boat and you will see only the top 2 feet. And below that, if you dive up to 28 feet, there is plastic. And imagine if you just consider the 5 oceans, Indian, North Pacific, South Pacific, North Atlantic, and South Atlantic. As an example, if you see the North Pacific from the eastern coast of China and Japan and Korea, all the way to the western coast of USA, it's polluted. And the largest polluted area, which is shown in red, that is 2,000 kilometers by 800 kilometers of plastic, 30 feet of depth. That is the size of 6 Maharashtras. So here too, we dwell in depth with the children. It's not just enough to show the slide and talk about this, We have to look at the children, see if they are absorbing it, create the talk which is required at that moment for that particular batch of children so that they understand what we are doing. That these patches of plastic are as large as 6 Maharashtras. As large, उकिरडा कहते हैं मराठी में, कूड़ादान जो नुक्कड़ पे रहता है जहां लोग फेंक के जाते हैं प्लास्टिक को, ये 6 महाराष्ट्र के इतने बन गए हैं समंदर में. The other part we have to understand is 100% of the water is given by this ocean to us. The rain comes from the ocean. 70% of the oxygen is given by the saltwater ocean forest. We will see what they are. 70% of the oxygen from the saltwater ocean forest. So of course the ocean forest is kept alive by the saltwater. So the ocean keeps alive that forest. 30% oxygen is given by the rainwater land forest. Now who sends the rain? The ocean. So the land forest is also kept alive by the ocean. Both these are kept alive by the ocean. So the ocean is giving us 100% forest, 100% water, because it is giving us the forest and greenery, 100% of the oxygen. And the greenery is the source of our food chain. So 100% of the food. Can you imagine teaching the children that all these years we have not taught them that the ocean is our ultimate friend? The ocean gives us solid food, liquid water, oxygen, gas, so maintains our atmosphere in the right level of oxygen. And because the greenery, whether the forest greenery in the ocean and the land, or whether it is the greenery in the agricultural lands, agri-forests. So we get our grain from there, we get our vegetable from there, we get our leafy vegetables from there, we get our fruit from there. So the ocean is, the myth is that trees produce most of the oxygen on earth. The fact is that there are green patches in the ocean. Oceans produce more oxygen than all the trees combined. 30% from land forests, 70% for ocean forests. Please remember, we have to teach 1.5 billion children this in a crystal clear way. We increase their responsibility because they are going to live on this earth. And the increase in responsibility is, look children, save the trees, aquatic trees also, not just the terrestrial trees, but the aquatic trees. And the trees on the land are cut by the axe and the JCB and the poclane and the bulldozers. And the trees in the ocean are cut by every piece of plastic that we throw. We have to teach them that our planet has 2 lungs. One is a green lung on the land and one is a blue-green lung in the ocean. And the ocean forests are giving 70% oxygen and the terrestrial forests are giving 30% oxygen. Please carve this into your heart and soul. आपके मन में, आपके हृदय में, आपके इमोशंस में, आपकी भावनाओं में, आपके हृदय में, आपकी आत्मा में, आपकी रूह में, आपके वजूद में, आपके पूरे वर्ल्ड व्यू में, आपके सीखने और सिखाने में, henceforth, please keep this picture in your heart and mind. Otherwise, we'll do injustice to our children by teaching them only Bhugola. Bhugola teaches only about 30% forests. Bhujalagol teaches about 30% and 70% all the forests. And in this ocean, which is giving us 100% water and oxygen and forests and food, we are throwing these plastic bottles and other plastic. And the lower part of the bottle lasts for 300 years and the upper part of the bottle, which is the lid, lasts for 800 years. We try to make sure that the children understand. Fifth standard children, if they are seated before us, we say it will take you 1 year to go to sixth. Then one more class will come, then one more class will come, then one more class will come from fifth to sixth, fifth to sixth, fifth to sixth, 800 times. 800 times the fifth class will go into sixth standard in your school. And the bottle top which is thrown will still remain as it is if it is indoors. If it is outdoors and if it is exposed to sunlight, then and only then the ultraviolet rays of the sun will break the plastic down into nanoparticles, microparticles and nanoparticles. If this lid, the bottle top is kept inside the school, 800 times fifth standard children will go to sixth standard. God only knows how many principals will be changing every 4 years and 5 years in 800 years. And the bottle top will still be there. Such bottle tops and such buckets, it's not just the small things. Such buckets and syntax tanks also are there in the ocean. It's not only about plastic bags. For God's sake, everybody understand it's not about plastic bags alone. Plastic bags by weight might be only 3 to 4% of the plastic. Every plastic, whether it is single use or double use, doesn't matter to nature. If it covers the ocean, it stops the sunlight. If the sunlight is stopped, the greenery in the ocean is dead because there is no photosynthesis. The entire engine of life on the planet is photosynthesis. The entire engine of life on the planet is photosynthesis. 70% happens from the ocean. Our plastic is killing. Our plastic is killing the greenery in the ocean. This is the quantum of plastics that we throw, which usually we throw mixed with wet waste. These are the Kudadan outside of Pune, Urli Devachi. If our dustbin is not segregated, this is where it goes. This is where it goes. And slowly the biological material here is going to change into soil and change into fertilizer. What will remain is the plastic. And that plastic, because of the slope, is going into the river, and that river is going to take it to the ocean. There's tons and tons of it. And this is a Mithi river in Mumbai. Please remember to repeat to the children, there are 66,000 rivers on my planet and your planet, and every one of them is polluted, not so much. But we have to take care that they don't get so polluted. Every person who throws a piece of plastic in Mumbai, in this basin of Mithi river, a 30 kilometers long river, has killed the fish here. Here we change the tone of Sagar-Mitra Pavan-Mitra into the fish are dying. How many fish are dead in this river? Countless. It takes us about 3 to 4 minutes to embed this into the minds of the children that the way we cannot count the number of leaves on a tree, you cannot count the number of fish in a river. When a river is covered like this, every fish is dead. And in a single river of 30 kilometers, the number of fish which were killed by us, slain by us, this is like a genocide, are millions and millions and millions of fish, countless. So the program becomes an ahimsa program. Careless dumping of plastic is violence. So Sagar-Mitra Pavan-Mitra, collecting of plastic at home in a safe environment under safe set of 5 rules, that has become an ahimsa program. It is no longer a program of preventing garbage. It is in order to inculcate the value of karuna and ahimsa, which are placed in the NEP 2020, National Education Policy 2020, paragraph number 11.8. The second point given is spiritual values including karuna and ahimsa. Karuna and ahimsa are named in the National Education Policy. If the children are doing Sagar-Mitra, they are into karuna for the fish who are dying here, and they are into ahimsa because they stopped the plastics. In the last 14 years, they have collected and we have recycled from them 1,000 tons. That's a huge amount of plastic, 1,000 tons. The children have actually done the work. There's too much plastic that we throw. This is an Indonesian river. This is a Philippines river. This is a Kerala river. This is a Croatian river. Please remember that the maximum plastic pollution is done by Europe and USA and Canada together. Maximum. Because the average Indian throws 8 kilos of plastic and the average American every year throws 250 kilos. The European throws 201 kilo. The Singapore person will throw 150 kilos and the Canadian person will throw 150 kilos. The richer you are, the more you buy and the more plastic is thrown. Do not think that there is a solution for plastic waste management in any of these countries. We can go into the detail for the trainers and coordinators. 24 million tons of waste plastic from Europe and Canada and USA is being dumped on China and India and Africa because they don't know what to do with it. They don't know what to do with it. It is dumped on poorer countries. Pune is a rich city compared to the villages, so our dirty plastic we dump on a village. And the dirty plastic which is overwhelming for the Western countries is dumped in China, it is dumped in India, and it is dumped in Africa, where child labor is used for sorting out this dirty plastic. So we have to be very clear when we give a worldview to the children that there is no answer coming from so-called developed countries. They pollute more. According to my studies, the total amount of plastic which India brings into the world market, selling the plastic on the world market, is less than the total plastic traded into the world market by a small city called Singapore. So who is spreading this? Who is selling it? There is a seller's responsibility also. So there is a worldview which shifts when we come into Sagar-Mitra and we look at cleanliness in a different way. Here is a river in Indonesia, Sitaram River. About 2 feet layer of plastic is there. There is no sunlight below. Divasa Raat Dui Dai Daya Khele Sakala Jagat. Guru Nanak says that the day and the night are like Dai, like two mothers who take care of us. The mother gives warmth, that is the day. And the mother cools the child down when there is too much heat, and that is the night. And these have to alternate. Divasa Raat Dui Dai Daya Khele Sakal Jagat. Satnam, 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 Satnam. This is the truth about existence. Satnam means the truth about existence. The truth about existence is day and night have to alternate to become our mothers, If we are too heated, then the night will cool us down. And if we are too cold, then the days will warm us. These have to alternate. For the fish and the biodiversity below this river, the sunlight is not penetrating, and so we have changed it into night. No longer it is Divasa Raat Dui Dai Daya Khele Sakala Jagat. It is रात ही रात है. तो इससे photosynthesis भी बंद हो जाता है. You see the fishermen are catching plastic. Now let us take a look at the greenery which is there in the ocean. ऊपर वाले ने खुदा ने ऐसा करिश्मा किया है कि समंदर का जंगल देखना चाहते हो तो वो इतना सूक्ष्म है की वो बूंद में देखना पडतं. समुद्रातलं जंगल बघायचं तर थेंबात बघावं लागतं. If you want to see the forest in the ocean, you have to see it in the drop of ocean. 20% of the forests of the ocean are on the coastlines, but the deep ocean forests are all microscopic. You see, this is a live movie of the pica plankton, single-celled green creatures, pica plankton. In every drop of ocean, there are 50,000. इसको हम मराठी में कहते हैं थेंबा थेंबा त कुंभ. There is a Kumbh Mela in 2027 in Nashik, where 2 crore people are going to come. That is 200 lakhs. That is 20 million people will come from all over India. At the peak crowd, it will be 20 million people. In Prayagraj, where there was a Kumbh Mela, 64 million came through. Almost half the population of India passed through the Kumbh Mela. Like that, there is a Kumbh in every drop of water in the ocean. There are 50,000 on an average, 50,000 of this pica plankton. The miracle of this Kumbh or this gathering is, it is a spiritual gathering in the sense they create the Amrit called oxygen. These small creatures in every drop, 50,000 of them, they are our forest. So we will have to learn how to teach the children the contrast between the forest of the land and the forest of the ocean. And trust me when I say this, I have personally taught 300,000 children over the last 14 years in hundreds of schools. The children are fascinated by the forest of the ocean and the fact that we throw plastic. Please see your screens. The plastic bags are thrown. They enter the ocean through the rivers. About 14 million tons goes into the ocean from all the rivers of the world. The plastic bag prevents the sunlight from reaching the greenery, and then there is no photosynthesis. So the greenery dies. We already saw that plastic is covering vast areas of the ocean. If you want to be specific about it, 360 million square kilometers is the surface area of the ocean, and 120 million square kilometers is polluted by plastic already. 1/3 of the ocean, 120 million square kilometers. If you take the 120 million square kilometers spread of plastic, lift all that plastic and put it on the rivers of my planet, on the 66,000 rivers, every river will be covered 120 times. Every river will be covered 120 times by the plastic. That is terrible. What we have done to the ocean is terrible. Though our children are small, leave alone 1st to 4th standard, let us not make them worry about this. But children from 5th to 12th are miraculous. They are angels from God. खुदा ने भेजे हुए फरिश्ते हैं. उनके हृदय में, यानी जिसको हम करुणा सागर कहते हैं, उनके करुणा सागर में ये नमकीन सागर बिठा लेते हैं. उनके करुणा सागर में वो नमकीन सागर को बिठा लेते हैं और कहते हैं नमकीन सागर कह रहा है मैं संकट में हूं, मेरा करुणा सागर कहता है तो मैं सागर मित्र बनता हूं, मैं आ गया तेरे रक्षण करने के लिए. तो बाहर का सागर कहता है मैं संकट में हूं, और हमारे बच्चों के भीतर करुणा सागर कहता है मैं तेरा रक्षण करता हूं. और बच्चे छोटा छोटा प्लास्टिक लाते हैं. तो मैं आपको एक छोटी सी बैग बताऊं. ऐसे बैग में प्लास्टिक इकट्ठा करके लाते हैं. तो आई विल टेल यू लेटर अबाउट how they collect the plastic. It's very easy and safe for them. But they collect it because they don't want this greenery to die. This is Prochlorococcus marinus, the smallest creature known to mankind which is photosynthetic. Prochlorococcus marinus is the smallest creature known to mankind which does photosynthesis. And this single species is doing 20% of the photosynthesis on the planet. More than the Amazon forest. More than the Amazon forest, which does only 17% of the photosynthesis. The single Prochlorococcus marinus. देखो इसका हिंदी करते हो तो हरियाली जिसमें उपयुक्त है ऐसे सूक्ष्म जीव, ऐसी सूक्ष्म वनस्पति. प्रोक्लोरो, हरियाली जिसमें उपस्थित है ऐसा सूक्ष्म जीव समंदर का. This Prochlorococcus marinus is giving us 20% of our oxygen. Just now, if we take 5 breaths, one of the breaths is sent by the ocean through this creature. Let's not kill them by throwing plastic. If I throw a visiting card size of plastic, or deliberately I have kept a ketchup bag here. If I throw 2 such bags like this, about 2 crore of these small plants will be dead. Now let's come back to the pollution. This is the Arabian Sea pollution. This is the Bay of Bengal pollution, a graphic representation. And you see 1/3 of the oceans are already polluted. Another 40 years and another load of plastic will go. We will have 2/3 of the oceans polluted. By 2050, the total weight of the fish in the ocean and the total weight of the plastic in the ocean will be the same. Now, this is one of the last visuals of the ocean. Please pay very close attention to this. This is one of the most important visuals to show the children. The green patch that you see along the equator, another green patch near the Tropic of Cancer, below a green patch along the Tropic of Capricorn. You see the green forests are along the tropics and along the equator. These are the forests of the ocean. The longest forest you see in the Pacific from Panama Canal to Indonesia, Philippines. And these forests are moving. You see, this is the proof that they require sunlight. When the sunlight moves to the Tropic of Cancer, all the forests try to move towards the north. When the sunlight moves towards the Tropic of Capricorn, all the forests move towards the south. This particular movie is taken from a satellite for 12 years of images which are now compressed into about 3 minutes. So these show 12 migrations of the ocean forests to the north and the south as the sun moves to the north and the south. As the sunlight moves to Tropic of Cancer, the forest goes up. When the sunlight moves down, the forest goes down. This proves that they need sunlight, and the plastic blocks the sunlight. So enough about the ocean. Now let us go to ocean. Forests are already, I think I have placed it before you. Ocean forests are important. And the blue citizens, the fish living in the oceans die because they eat plastic. The birds die because they eat plastic. This is a citizen of our blue nation, which is mentioned in our Rashtrageet as Uchchala Jaladi. उछलते हुए लहरों का समंदर. Jaladi means samandar. Uchchala Jaladi Tarang. Uchchala Jaladi is a part of India. The whole ocean is a part of India. And so these are citizens of the blue nation, which is a part of India. हमारा जलखंड, वहाँ के ये नागरिक है. Ahimsa Paramo Dharma is what India is supposed to be, the Vishwaguru who teaches to the whole world. We have to teach the children that our ultimate spiritual responsibility is non-violence. Until we throw plastic, we are violent. So the act of throwing plastic is a violent act. It is killing the greenery, it is killing the fish, it is killing these birds. I'm not going to dwell on each of these slides now. We have to explain these to the children. We ask for 90 minutes for the children, and there are schools where the children have made us wait for 2.5 hours, and the record for Jnana Prabodhini is for 5 hours. The children made us wait to understand every little bit of this, including the future. But we ask for 90 minutes. We usually complete our talk in 45. Now, it's 35 minutes since we started this talk. So, bird eating starfish will live, bird eating crab will live, but the birds eating plastic will die. We are responsible for their death. These are now ways in which we hurt the creatures. They get caught in rings. And so we say in Urdu, which is a beautiful language, Bezuban, Beguna, Bebas Jeev. Bezuban, voiceless, Beguna, innocent, Bebas, helpless. In जीवों की बेवजह. There's no reason, no? There's no reason why we kill them. Behisab, we cannot count the number of these creatures that we kill. Or Berahem, we are merciless. So we have been destroying their lives. And we say Om Shanti Shanti for ourselves. We say I'll meditate and have Om Shanti. God only knows what we mean by that Om Shanti. There is no Maitri in it. We teach the children Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Om Maitri Maitri Maitri. Our meditation should not end with Shanti. The Shanti should be the platform on which we build a knowledge of the Maitri that the ocean gives us. And so, if the Sagar is my Mitra, then I become the Sagar's Mitra. Same for all the creatures on the land. 1 out of 2 camels in the UAE desert dies because of eating plastic. Here there is a green bush, a blue piece of plastic is stuck on the bush and the camel is eating it. Because camel is going to eat the bush and won't understand what this blue plastic is. Most animals are colorblind. Most birds are colorblind. So this is how the camels eat. This is how the cows eat. And cows have up to 40 kgs of plastic in their stomachs. That is the weight of 4 cotton mattresses, or the weight of one wooden cot, lakdi ka palang kehte, 40 kilo ka rehta. So we ask the children, do you want to save these creatures, including the monkeys who are eating plastic? So the children say, yes, we will save them, and we give them the knowledge of how to save. This is the action program. The most important rule in this action program is never collect waste plastic from outside your home. राजकुमार और राजकुमारी है हमारे बच्चे, 5वीं से 12वीं तक वो राजकुमार राजकुमारी है. उनसे कहा जाए कि बाहर का ना उठाए. राजकुमार राजकुमारी का हाथ गंदा नहीं होना चाहिए. Seriously, I say it with all my spiritual being. राजकुमार राजकुमारी का हाथ गंदा नहीं होना चाहिए. उनको हम घर का प्लास्टिक ही उठाने को बोलते हैं. राजकुमार राजकुमारी ये राजमहल से ही प्लास्टिक उठाएंगे, गंदा प्लास्टिक धोएंगे नहीं, केवल हाथों से क्लीन प्लास्टिक उठाएंगे. बिकॉज उनके लिए ये होमवर्क है टू स्टडी प्लास्टिक. दे आर नॉट आवर लेबर फोर्स, नो. इवन फॉर आवर होम दे आर नॉट आवर लेबर फोर्स. Those are the children we are going to create into tomorrow's leaders. So we just have to say to them daily 1 or 2 pieces of plastic which are clean plastic. बेटा ऐसा प्लास्टिक उठा के रखो एक बैग में, जिसके बाद आपको हाथ भी धोना ना पड़े. और छोड़ दो वो गंदा प्लास्टिक धोने का, वो मम्मी डैडी देख लेंगे, वो एडल्ट्स का काम है। हमारे जनरेशन ने किया है ये सब गंदगी, बच्चों पे थोड़ी ना लादना है गंदगी। तो बच्चों के लिए हम, ये बहुत कार्डिनल रूल है सागर मित्र का, नहीं तो ये सागर मित्र प्रोग्राम नहीं बनता, वो गार्बेज कलेक्शन प्रोग्राम बन जाता। सागर मित्र का कार्डिनल रूल है कि दिस इज होमवर्क प्रोग्राम एंड होमवर्क इज डन ओनली एट होम, एंड होमवर्क बाय चिल्ड्रन, द एडल्ट्स जॉब द चाइल्ड विल नॉट डू। We say write ABC beta, we don't say write Rabindranath Tagore's national anthem, we don't say write a big poetry, we don't say write Rama and Mahabharata, no, we say just write ABC. So for the children we give the ABC of plastic management. Pick a few pieces every day, put it in a bag and collect for 1 month, and there is a smell test. So let us see. First part was the safety. The children hold a bag. The bag should have no food inside or outside, so it should be clean plastic, dry, no liquids. So no solids, no liquids, clean and dry and empty. So nothing other than plastic. So clean, dry, empty bag. ये घर का ही लेंगे, इनको खरीद के ना देना, घर के ही प्लास्टिक बैग्स में से एक दे देना. Have a parent-teacher meeting. We are ready to address individually in every one of your schools the parent-teacher meeting also. We will come physically, or you can do it online, or we can send you this video and you can send it to the teachers, or we can do a children safety video and send it to you to send to the parents. Never collect waste plastic from outside. Children should be able to tell their parents, this is my homework. Please don't tell me to collect from the neighbor. Please don't tell children to bring more plastic. We just want them to learn what is plastic. They are not our labor force. Okay. So this is the chart which we give you on WhatsApp and physical copies for your notice board. Any of this plastic will do. Please remember, this is not about single-use plastic. It is about any plastic. If a plastic piece from my bucket, which I use for even 20 years, or for my syntax tank, which I have used for 40 years, if a piece of syntax tank, after it breaks, goes and sticks in my bird's throat, the bird is not asking us, is it single-use plastic or double-use plastic, you know. So we are very anthropocentric. For the bird, any plastic is dangerous. So any plastic which can fit into the bag. The children should not try to break large pieces of plastic, they might get hurt. So small plastic which fits into their bag, they have to create a bag of plastic. Now, I don't have a transparent bag right now. So the transparent bag I have has come from a housing society. So see, a transparent bag, a housing society. I had gone there to teach and they gave me this. So what we have here is the types of plastic that the children bring. And the way we collect newspaper raddi, you can say to them, they have to collect plastic raddi. As you keep aside clean, dry, empty old paper and newspapers from the home for recycling, similarly, keep aside clean, dry, empty waste plastic from home for recycling. कागज की रद्दी अपनी जगह पे, प्लास्टिक की रद्दी ये बैग के अंदर. This bag, which is filled with plastic by the child, should undergo a smell test. There should be no smell to the bag because they are going to keep it for 1 month at home. Ideally, it is kept on the top of the newspaper raddi. So the smell test is making sure that they don't put any kele ka chita or any wet waste inside there. And there should be no ants or cockroaches. So children understand that only clean and dry plastic small pieces have to be put into the bag for 1 month. And every month they bring it to school. You see, I showed you only 3 slides. The child takes a bag, puts in pieces of plastic and brings to school. इसको मैं तीनों भाषा में पूरा प्रोग्राम बोल देता हूँ. घरात जमा केलेले टाकाऊ प्लास्टिक महिन्यातून एकदा शाळेत आणा. Bring to school once a month the waste plastic gathered at home. घर में इकट्ठा किया हुआ फेंकने लायक प्लास्टिक महीने में एक बार स्कूल लाए. Total of 5 districts now, 1 from Karnataka and 4 districts from Maharashtra, are now asking us to complete 15,000 schools for us. So when the 15,000 schools are taught online, we will say, why don't you see the Pune Climate Warriors schools and how they do it? Any of you teachers want to become a teacher on a Maharashtra scale online and spare your 2 hours of talk online once in a month and reach millions of children and thousands of teachers? Over a period, we train you. We train 3 teachers in Jalgaon and they are doing miracles over there. We trained 3 teachers in Ambezogai and they have now recruited 47 schools. The Jalgaon teachers have recruited 80 schools. So the children coming back to the conclusion of our talk, the children take a bag. These types of plastic from home they put into the bag. It is piggybacking on the kagaj ka raddi as plastic ki raddi. One habit supports the other habit. And the children bring this to school once a month and they don't sit like this. This is for a photograph. When they come in, they put the plastic in one corner and they go off to their assembly. The plastic doesn't enter their classrooms. So that pile of plastic is taken away by our vehicle. देखो ये व्हीकल आके इसको लेके जाता है. पिछले साल ये बच्चों के काम ने 1000 टन क्रॉस किया तो अर्थ डे हीरो करके इनको अवार्ड मिल गया ग्लोबल. और चिल्ड्रन आर अर्थ डे हीरोज. In 2015, they became ocean heroes, another global award. 2015, they fetched 3 tons in the year, and now they are fetching 2.5 to 3 tons every week. So this is the program. This is how the plastic looks when we take it away. Needn't be so much. This is a large school from Pimpri Chinchwad. For every 10 kilos of plastic that the children collect, 1 square kilometer of ocean is saved from microplastics. This is 1 ton of plastic in the godown. This is what is being collected every week. This is what is being collected by our children every month. You see the car over here. This is of course a plastic image is added by Photoshop. It's not real plastic. But Pune Pimpri Chinchwad 10 tons is coming in every month. This is a car to give you a comparison. We are not counting the Jalgaon plastic and the Satara plastic and the Ambazogai plastic. And Sangli has started a program now through the Zilla Parishad. We are not counting that plastic in this. And this is 3 months, 30 tons looks like this. Look at what our children are accomplishing at no cost to society. And the gain is निर्माणों के पावन युग में हम चरित्र निर्माण न भूले. Atal Bihari Vajpayee had said this. निर्माणों के पावन युग में हम चरित्र निर्माण न भूले. Character development. So the children are doing a great job. They have global awards. This plastic goes for recycling. It is shredded, sorted, shredded, heated and melted. फिर उसको शेप दिया जाता है. It is cooled and chopped to granules. वो आटे के जैसा बन जाता है मशीन में. इसको प्रेस करके निकालते हैं, जैसे चकली निकालते हैं, सेव निकालते हैं, वैसे वो प्लास्टिक के रोप्स आ जाते हैं, प्लास्टिक के थ्रेड्स आ जाते हैं. और फिर वो प्लास्टिक चॉप करके ऐसे ग्रैन्यूल्स बनते हैं. दिस इज वन वे ऑफ रिसाइकलिंग. लेट्स नॉट स्पेंड टाइम ऑन दिस. सो दिस इज द प्रोग्राम बिफोर यू. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू क्लोज in 3 minutes that these are ways of recycling. One was the creation of granules. The other way of recycling is creation of a wooden board substitute called plastboard. And another is the creation of fuel like diesel. So plastic changes to gas and fuel, oil and coal in these machines. So I have given you a brief on this. Our request to you is call us to your school and we will explain this to your children, and you can see us explaining. The way we talk to the children is different. So this chart also we will send you on WhatsApp. It summarizes everything I said today. And I'm going to end with explaining the national anthem to you. We have been singing it for 78 years now. And please pay attention to what the national anthem says and interpret it as how we pollute the water of India. This is Punjab. When we throw any plastic in this region, the slope goes towards these 5 rivers. So when we pollute the land, we are polluting the water. Gujala Gol, Punjab, Sindh. So anyone throwing plastic around this river is polluting this river, which goes into the ocean. You see, this has to be interpreted as how our responsibility is to these rivers also, not just Punjab as the land. Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat. Now the pollution from Gujarat rivers goes into the ocean like this. Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravid, Utkal, Banga. These are the tracks of pollution, okay? And so our track of responsibility, every day when we sing this, Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravid, Utkal, Banga, Vindhya, Himachal. The Vindhya or Himachal, because the clouds coming from the ocean hit these mountains and the Sahyadris and the Aravalis and the Kasi, Garo and Jayantia hills in the northeast. All these mountains are there to catch the clouds which the Sagar-Mitra sends. The Sagar-Mitra sends the clouds. Sagar-Mitra means ocean. Sagar hamara mitra hai. So Sagar-Mitra sends us the clouds. And because of these mountains, the clouds are stopped on India and it rains. And the rain is caught hold of by the rivers near the mountains. We have shown only some of the rivers here. But now count all the mountains and all the rivers. Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravida, Utkala, Banga. One last look at this. Our national anthem, very important. Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravida, Utkala, Banga. Vindhya, Himachal, Yamuna, Ganga. Uchchala Jaladhi Taranga. Uchchala Jaladhi Taranga. We must teach our children what they are singing. Uchchala Jaladhi means the turbulent ocean. Uchchala means uchhalte hui lehre. And Jaladhi is a proper noun for ocean. When we say Punjab, we know Punjab. When we say Maratha, we know Maharashtra. But when we say Jaladhi, the picture of the ocean should come, and the ocean is as big as the planet, not just the ocean around India, all the oceans. Uchchala Jaladhi Tarang, उछलता हुआ जलधि, उछलते हुए लहरों का समंदर है, इसलिए भारत डूबता नहीं, वो तरके जाता है. Ask any economist and agriculturist of India, if the ocean does not send the monsoon, then we sink, हम डूब जाते हैं, हमारा इकोनॉमिक्स डूब जाता है, हमारा एग्रीकल्चर भी डूब जाता है. और यदि समंदर को हम मिसट्रीट करते और ज़्यादा ओवर हीटिंग कर देते तो ज़्यादा वाटर वेपर आ जाता है इन कॉन्सेंट्रेशंस, एंड देन वी हैव द ओशन सेंडिंग अस टू मच रेन ऑल्सो, उससे भी हम डूब जाते. सो उच्छल जलधि तरंग, ocean has been keeping us alive. So here we again make sure that the children understand the national anthem. Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravida, Utkala, Banga, Vindhya, Himachal, which stop the rain. Yamuna, Ganga returns the water to the ocean. And please remember, Uchchala Jaladhi Taranga, उछलता हुआ समंदर, ये भारत को तर के लेके जाता है, इकोनॉमिकली सेव करता है, डूबने नहीं देता, इकोनॉमिकली डूबने नहीं देता, हमारी हरियाली जीवित रखता है. एक साल भर यदि बारिश ना आए, समंदर भेजता है ना, तो सारी हरियाली मर जाएगी, तो हम तरेंगे नहीं, हम डूब जाएंगे. So I will go through this quickly. This is in English. And the last slide. Please understand that our national anthem sings of this brown part of India, which is only our Bhukhanda. And the blue part of India is the Jalakhanda. Akhanda Desh is what is Rabindranath Tagore has written. Rabindranath Tagore is Rabindranath Tagore. He has written Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravida, Utkala, Banga, Vindhya, Himachal, Yamuna, Ganga. That is only the description of this land and land rivers and land mountains. Uchchala Jaladhi Taranga is a description of the entire ocean of the planet. So please remember, Akhanda Desh means Bhukhanda or Jalakhanda. Our national anthem says that. So if we are to serve India, we have to serve India, the land, the rivers and the oceans. Stop throwing plastic because it goes from the river into the ocean and is creating a havoc. If one of the, you'll have here men and women in a ring around the earth, we can say these are teachers from all our planet. And if they decide to save the ocean, please include the ocean in the teaching of Bhugola. Change Bhugol to Bhujala Gola. And teach the children that 70% of our forests is in the ocean. I will stop here. When all the children of the planet learn to be loyal to their country and to the ocean, then there's a possibility that children from Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Palestine, India, Pakistan may owe their loyalty to the piece of land which they call nation, but they will all owe their loyalty to one bit of water, which is the blue nation. Blue nation is common. You will see here that blue nation is common. The children are asked to fall in love with the common blue nation. It's a world peace program at the end of it. Thank you so much, Pune Climate Warriors, for bringing us in.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Just give me a minute, okay?
Yes, yes.
I want to show something which I did not mention. See, any plastic breaks down to microplastics. So the entire subject of microplastics is the subject of plastics itself. Microplastics are dangerous because they are small and they are coming into human consumption also. Now these are microplastics which are 1 mm to 2 mm to 4 mm. Please remember 86% of our clothes are polymers and 100% of our wall paint is acrylic, which is plastic. So if you brush your hand on your wall paint, millions and millions of small particles of microplastic will come into your breathing. And in any case, they already do because the paint is wearing off, The bonds of that paint will reduce as the sunlight falls, even diffuse sunlight on it. So microplastics is an immense subject. There is one small picture also I want to show you of microplastics, which will make the point clear to you. देखो ये माइक्रोप्लास्टिक कितना छोटा है. You see how small it is. They are fragments of plastic debris that are less than 5 millimeters. And human beings have industries which create this small microplastics. So small that they are in our toothpaste for scrubbing our teeth. And they are in the slightly white and transparent colored microscopic particles are there in the skin whitening creams. So our industry and scientists have gone mad, I think, because they are manufacturing microplastics. They are manufacturing microplastics. They are advising that if there is too much green cover or algae in your lake, then throw a few tons of microplastic which are manufactured in the factory, and that will kill the greenery, So microplastics is a huge subject, but I wanted to show you the picture here. Every plastic that we spoke about changes to microplastic finally. Thank you so much, Radhika.
Sir, what a beautiful insight, sir. It was truly inspirational and motivation. Got to note, I have noted down so many stuff. I have to just like to show you this, sir. Today I take away was very nice. Ki trees, there was a myth which I was understanding that the trees were producing more oxygen, whereas the aquatic trees in the oceans also produce more than that. It was such a beautiful insight. I'll tell you, teachers, मला असं वाटतं काही मी आता जस्ट टीचर्सला बघत होते मराठीतले आणि उर्दू मीडियमचे पण आहेत सो आय जस्ट डू दिस मिक्स थिंग one expert is there, Omkar Ganu, and he is so much connected in schools when he talks, and he's so passionate. When I had his one-to-one meeting, we were only talking about it for an hour though, that how he started a beautiful journey, Mr. Vinod sir, and how that passion, they both have the equal passion. Let me tell you, I say, Omkar say to Vinod sir so like this way that how I feel, I thought the same vibe we have with the Pune Climate Warrior. But again, I'll tell you, with one of the school, there's one incident. Omkar visited and they had a session on the waste. And the other day, I was in the school for some of the session, or it was just felicitation. So that time, one of the fifth standard, as sir rightly said, the children came to me and they said, ma'am, we could at least replace a milk plastic to the glass. If we start doing that, okay, we have to little go back to our culture and get something from the past to make a better future. Could we do that? Could we talk to our parents, or could the teachers do something to it, that the parents also have to sensitize? Because teachers have the double responsibility. इतकं वाईट वाटतं की टीचर्सला डबल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, मुलांनाही शिकवायचे, पेरेंट्सलाही समजवायचे, स्कूल्सलाही पाहिजेत की अदर अकॅडमीज पेक्षा हे पण गोष्टी व्हायला पाहिजेत. पण त्या मुलांकडे ब्युटिफुल इन्साइट्स होते आणि मला एवढं आवडलं. मला एक होतं की 8th स्टँडर्डच्या मुलांना थोडं अवघड होतं समजायला, बिकॉज दे आर इन टू दॅट एज where they feel I know more and you all are telling me something. But I like that 5th standard kids have understanding this. They've got a beautiful thing. There is one more person told me, if आपण ते फ्रीज मधले जे आपण भाज्या पहिले ठेवायचे तसेच घेऊन जर तुम्ही तांदूळ आणि डाळ घ्यायला गेला आणि सुपर मार्केट गिव्ह यू 5%, could that be also a good change? And we can felicitate that supermarket for not doing that much pollution or the plastic collection. मला हे इतके सुंदर इन्साइट्स मिळालेत आणि हे मी पाईल ऑन करेल आणि नक्कीच आपल्या लास्ट इको फेस्टला मी हे सांगणार आहे. So thank you so much, sir. I can see the way you were just flowing with that beautiful slide, and it got such a information was so full of it. That will definitely, these points are going to help us. Teachers, thank you for showing that patience as well. But coming back to today now, Harshada is with me. Harshada, please come here and do share the beautiful information about the figure. Could you do that, Harshada?
Hello everyone, my name is Harshada. Am I audible?
Yes,
you are.
audible.
Yes. I am one of the team members of Pune Climate Warriors. And Bodhankar sir, thank you so much for an eye-opening session today. So why am I here today, like talking to you all, is because sir has been stressing about microplastics and how microplastics have been polluting our oceans and our landfills and all of this. So while doing this, I am myself a researcher. And me, along with my team, we have been studying the effect of sanitary waste on oceans and land in general, and how much waste generation does it lead to, and hence can women in general choose any sustainable, friendly menstrual hygiene product. And so I thought that linking this session to all of this, we are also conducting a small survey across the city of Pune, wherein we want to know that how women are making environmental friendly choices in their menstrual hygiene. And that's the reason I thought that if the teachers could also help us with this survey by filling out a small form, which is of around 5 to 7 minutes, that would be a great help to our research, because we realize that along with all the other plastics that we have been using, the plastic which comes out as waste because of our sanitation is also a huge problem, and hence the shift is needed in that field as well. So I would just paste the link of the Google form in the chat box, and those teachers who are willing to contribute to this research of environmental friendly products and what kind of choices you would like to make, I would request them to please fill the form.
सो येस परत एकदा जस्ट हर्षदानी आज आपल्याला खूप महत्वाचा प्लास्टिक्स आणि ओशन्स बद्दल बोललो, पण अनेक वेळा असं पण होतं की आपले मेन्स्ट्रुअल प्रॅक्टिसेस पण इको फ्रेंडली नसतात आणि आपल्याला कशा प्रकारे त्याच्यावर मात द्यायचं आहे ते पण आपल्याला समजून घ्यायचंय. सो ह्याच्यासाठी आम्ही अनेक स्टडीज करत होतो. हम बहुत सारे स्टडीज करते हैं और हर्षदा और उनकी टीम जो शोध इको है वो पॉलिसी पे बहुत ज्यादा रिसर्च करती है. सो वो एक इसलिए वी वुड रिक्वेस्ट ऑल द टीचर्स, हम सब टीचर्स को रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे, अगर आप कंफर्टेबल हो जरूर ये सर्वे लिंक जरूर भरना, क्योंकि ये हमारे रिसर्च के लिए इजी होगा और हम भी कई सारे पॉइंट्स लेके आ सकते हैं जहाँ पे ये रिसर्चर को हम मदद करके वी कैन आर एबल टू गो टू द लॉ मेकर्स एज वेल with a report. So do fill it on, and किसी को ज्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए इसके बारे में तो आप हर्षदा से जरूर बात कर सकते हैं. Yeah, so okay, so thank you, Harshada. Before the link Harshada has put on the chat, but before we move on to thanking today's session, I joined in slightly late, but before I go on and thank everybody, we would just like to take certain question answers as well. सबके question answers हम ले पाएंगे. अगर आपको बोधनकर जी है, अगर आपको उनसे प्रश्न पूछने हैं तो आप उनसे पूछ सकते हैं. Omkar is also there, Harshada is there, so any one of us you could freely ask questions. आणि even Radhika, मी आहोत to guide you all on the competitions आणि बिग ग्रीन फेस्ट. सो पहिलं तर बोधनकर सरांना काय प्रश्न असतील तर we'll be happy to take the questions to बोधनकर sir. So kindly unmute yourself and you may ask any questions or queries that you all may have.
I will add to that. Please write down 2 or 3 questions in detail as you think over the next 15 days also.
Yes. I think that sir that will also help क्योंकि if अभी immediately कभी-कभी ऐसे भी हो जाता है कि आपल्याला लगेच प्रश्न सुचत नाही. We are not able to think of any question, but eventually you land up remembering अरे we should have asked this question. So please, we all are there, and we are very happy that this year Bodhankar sir has been there right from the beginning of season 4. So काही असेल तर आम्ही लगेच आम्ही विचारू शकू बोधनकर सरांना आणि ओमकार तर आहेच. हॅज बीन
मला
कमिंग.
1 मिनिट बोलायचं होतं.
हा जी जी.
For the last 6 years now, every Tuesday at 8:30 in the evening, we have a helpline on Zoom.
Okay.
So if one or two of this group, or if there's a WhatsApp group here, Omkar, we can place that Tuesday link every Tuesday. So coming Tuesday to henceforth, any question you have, you can just come on that Zoom. 2 people or 3 people will be just waiting there. We have no agenda but to wait for people to come in and ask questions. 6 years we have not missed a single Tuesday, So
great.
any number of questions from any level, government, recycling, you name it, about plastics, oceans, anything. Sagar-Mitra Pavan-Mitra helpline is on Tuesdays. So Omkar's responsibility to place it on a WhatsApp, which will reach all the teachers.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. We will make sure that we send this link to everyone. सर्वांना हे लिंक नक्कीच मिळेल. और अगर आपको कुछ प्रश्न होगा तो you can always join that link and ask these questions to them. फिर any questions अभी के लिए, if anybody wants to ask, please feel free to ask.
Yeah, Diksharthi Jagtap, कहिए.
So that the gist what I got is basically we should ask students to collect the dry plastic every month, and then you people, Sagar-Mitra, would be collecting it from the school campus, right?
Actually, what we would like to do is the operational details, including the 5 rules which have to be taught to the children. Divya, if it is okay, then we'll make a video of that, and
Yes.
we can our inner circle can sit and we will just discuss that small video about how to teach the children. So I was about to conclude on this. See, we had a call. Now just allow me a couple of minutes. Diksharthi, I'm talking about what you asked. We had a call from the district collector, Davanagere, that is from Karnataka. He said from somewhere he got to know about this and he wants to do this program in the whole district for all schools. So we asked him to have a Zoom meeting, something like this, and he hosted the meeting and 1,000 people came. Okay. Out of that, about 50 teachers and 50 officers have undergone a training how to do Sagar-Mitra in their school. The training is 2 hours a week for 7 weeks. So even the government officers have undergone it. In Sangli district, 30 officers. In Davangere district, 100 stakeholders, 50 teachers. And so when you want to conduct this in your school, right up to national education policy and how it satisfies the norms, there are 7 sessions of about an hour and a half each. So we invite you for that particular set of sessions 1. The other part is if you want to see how we speak to the children, I think at least for all the schools which are attending today, Omkar, we will physically go and take 1 session there. So allow us to line up and physically take a session there. It's a 90-minute session. Please give us 45 minutes to 50 minutes with the children. Don't worry about their span of attention. They will not let us go. Because most people, talk about the span of attention, but we have now 14 years experience and global validation of this methodology. Earth Day Award. Okay. Now we took the online training of the teachers from Davangere. We have not gone there yet. Before I take the question from Urmila, I want to show the result of online training in one school. 10 schools are there now. I just want to show you.
That you mentioned, the 7 sessions would be online training, right?
A short movie,
Sir,
हे दाखवू का? जस्ट a few seconds आहे.
हो चालेल. नाही दिसत आहे.
नाही दिसत आहे का? अरे
हा हा
I
दिसतंय?
can see it.
Yeah, just
Okay.
one minute. Let me
Oh.
just bring it on. This is what has happened through online training there. एक minute. I especially want you to see the faces of the children. They are smiling after doing this. It's not garbage collection for them. So they are saving the lives of the birds and the fish. Yeah, we have two hands up, Urmila and
Just to clarify to Diksharthi ma'am, these 7 session trainings will be online.
Yeah, these are online.
Thank you.
And they will be recorded so that if someone misses, they can catch up with the recording. Yeah, Urmila ji,
Oh.
please.
Yes, good morning, ma'am. Good morning, sir. Good morning, everybody. I'm from Bharati Vidya Bhavan School, sir. Last, actually, 3-4 years back, some volunteers from Sagar-Mitra would used to come to our school. But then last year, nobody has turned up. So we would like to be a part of this, very much a part of this. So we would like you to visit our school every month, maybe, so that we can inculcate the habit of this collecting and recycling of plastic, maybe.
Is there an auditorium which can hold 2-3 of the
Yes,
classes?
and I was about to
So
say
they
that
have
also.
a big
That
auditorium.
yes, a big
Yeah,
auditorium we have, and if you, we will be obliged if you come and deliver this session for our children and as well as for teachers, right? So
Yeah.
that
So Urmila ma'am, we will be happy if you could connect with Radhika or Omkar
yes,
to
sure,
organize the session so that
yes,
we can plan the calendar
yes,
accordingly.
yes.
Please,
Now after
So
the
we have
Diwali vacation, it is possible now because from Monday we are starting with our exams,
no.
terminal exams. So
Okay.
immediately as soon as the school reopens,
No
we can
problem, ma'am. We
arrange
can,
this. Yeah.
have this anyways an ongoing activity. So
yeah,
we can
Yes.
Urmila ji, please do it through Pune Climate Warriors as one of the Pune
Yes.
Climate Warriors resource people will come. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Someone else had a hand, I think.
Vinitha ma'am
Yeah,
had.
Vinitha ma'am.
Vinitha ma'am. Yes.
I have a question I wanted to ask. See, now the garbage collection, I mean, not garbage collection, this is plastic collection. Okay. So if we do this collection, so is there any certificate or any sort of a award for the children? Because unless and until we don't say we are going to give you one sort of a certificate or some sort of a recognition, children don't take it seriously.
Yeah, we can give it.
So
we can design and give it to you, or through Pune Climate Warriors we can design something.
all right. Okay.
But ideally, what we do, let me say, see, you're from which school, Vinita ji?
Loyola School, Pashan.
Right. So suppose 5th standard is the children we are speaking to, 5th A, B, C, let us say. So
Yes, sir.
each class will have one boy and one girl as Sagar-Mitra captain.
Okay.
So for them, we take a little bit more. We come after 15-20 days. So all that they do is 7 days before the collection, they have to show the class that they have collected.
Okay.
So once they start doing that, that becomes the reward for the best performers directly.
Correct, sir.
Yeah.
Correct.
So there itself, there is an acknowledgement. The second part is we have an experiment which has become successful in Jalgaon. If I can show this directly to you, we have painted a wall. If you see that, you will appreciate how that becomes an acknowledgement not only to the children, but to absolutely everybody. You see, this is a 8 feet by 5 feet painting of a wall which says our school is a Sagar-Mitra Pavan-Mitra school.
Yeah.
And this is 8 feet tall, okay? My nation plus blue nation is true nation. Bhukhand Bharat, Jalakhand Sagar, Akhand Bharat. ये जब आ जाता
Can
है
you please
स्कूल
zoom
के,
it, sir? I need to take a screenshot. It's very beautiful.
तो we will send you the
We
original
will send
drawing.
you the, yeah.
Okay.
We will send you the original artwork. So you see the ocean is our friend. So now the children are seeing this every day.
Correct.
Every day. And so our intention is 1.5 billion children should have this in their schools. So if our 100 the Pune Climate Warriors have this on their wall, then the children ask questions about this every day. And the teachers also start looking up. We collect and recycle waste plastic to save the blue citizens of our blue nation ocean. So I just wanted to say, our
Yeah.
way of
No,
reward is our way.
yes sir. In fact, I would all like to say here कि
Yeah.
ये एक हैबिट हो जाती है. अभी मैं भी अगर प्लास्टिक देखती हूँ तो मेरा I feel very restless that if there is any plastic which is thrown anywhere. अभी रिसेंटली मैं 15 दिन बम्बई में थी और उधर there is no segregation ही नहीं होता. So for Punekars like us, who are at least used to segregating, bare minimum what we do is at least segregate our waste. Of course, in our homes, because we follow a lot of sustainable practices, we make sure that even the waste is collected and we give it to Sagar-Mitra organizations such as Sagar-Mitra, etc. But Mumbai mein everything is put together. So I think let's as Pune also set an example कि कैसे we are not only segregating, which is यानी जो गवर्नमेंट बोलती है कि आप वेस्ट सेग्रीगेट करो, पर वी आर गोइंग बियॉन्ड दैट. तो वो भी आई थिंक करना बहुत बहुत जरूरी है. So please, for sure, contact Sagar Mitra and ensure that you all follow the practices what Bodhankar ji has said. And like I said, they'll be very very happy to come to the school and take a session for the students as well. So, किसी anyone else for questions, even with respect to हर्षदा की study पे या even Big Green Fest का अगर कोई प्रश्न रहेगा या competitions के बारे में प्रश्न रहेगा तो we'll be free to feel free to ask.
Hello, ma'am.
जी.
What is the detailed address for sending posters? We have received few posters for poster competition, but then the email that I have, the half of the address is not seen in that.
Okay.
Ma'am, I'll share you right away. I'll just do that.
Okay.
Diksharti ma'am, I'll just do it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
ठीक है. Hambi, we are looking forward for everybody's participation in the Big Green Fest, and it is will be successful only if all of y'all come and y'all spread the word. Not only keep it to yourselves. Of course, even Diwali is coming up. So before I end, also kindly speak about air pollution to the students as well. Kyuki and not doing not opting for bursting firecrackers. I think every school does that, but they should keep repeating this every year because it is very very important. And use your flags at that time. Please use your flags. Yes, और एक कोई प्रश्न रहेगा तो we will be happy to take them. Yes, Vinita ma'am.
Ma'am, I had spoken of this when you came to our school for a session. We don't have the flags with us, ma'am. It will be great if
Okay.
we get the flags.
ठीक है, we'll give you.
Secondly, ma'am, I wanted to also ask sir. He told about the training for teachers. So if any teacher volunteers are interested to take this mission forward, so
Yeah.
I'm interested in that. So
There are
let
just
me know.
two steps in 2 lines. I'm not going into details. One is you call us to your school and see how we teach once, and then
Sure.
attend 7 sessions online.
Okay.
Yeah, one session a week, 2 hours. Yeah.
All right, sir.
Yeah, and you'll be certified as a teacher.
Okay,
And
sir.
we will let you know when these trainings are going to begin.
Okay.
Vinita
We'll
ma'am.
keep you all in the loop, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
And before I end also and give the vote of thanks, one more time I would like to say, of course, Kavita ma'am, I think you're here. I know, there are many schools and teachers who would like to even get involved in the Big Green Fest. Kavita ma'am, you have been, of course, we'll speak on this personally also on 1-to-1. But if any of the other schools also would like to participate, to make creatives, to make installations for the Big Green Fest, please kindly contact us. We can also ideate with y'all. It will be a very, very good learning experience for your teachers, for your students as well, to create installations or even to create decor pieces of art. So So if any of your schools are interested to create them, please kindly contact us. We'll be happy to have your participation as one of the organizers to help us, in the Big Green Fest. So do let us. Kavita ma'am, of course, I've got your call message, but we will talk and in detail about how we can make it. In fact, Kavita Kohe from Clara Global School has already showed interest on how they could be a part of this to put up installation. So we'll involve you all for sure. We've noted down your name immediately to help us out in the. So this is, of course, stalls is different. This is just for the decor and for the Big Green Fest in general. So we'll involve you in that. If any other school who would like to volunteer, we'll be happy to take them on also. Okay, so I think if no more questions, then I would like to go to the to thank everybody. So firstly, thank you so much, Mr. Bodhankar sir, for that truly enlightening and thought-provoking session. Your insights on plastics and their impact on oceans always give us such a deep understanding on how even the smallest action, like the use of single-use plastics or even collecting them, can have a large and lasting effect on our planet and will save our oceans. Even of course microplastics is such a big topic, बहुत बड़ा topic है microplastic. But even to give us an insight, we are really thankful for that. We'll be and of course, what was especially inspiring, as always, मैं हमेशा आपको सुनती हूँ तो I always get inspired by especially this part of your session, the way you connect the national anthem with our environment. हमें हमेशा याद दिलाता है कि every element mentioned in our national anthem, from the rivers to the oceans to the mountains to the winds, they represent the natural beauty and diversity of our country. So it is very important to preserve these gifts of nature. The ocean, as you beautifully said, in itself is an act of patriotism. You've helped us see that sustainability is not a concept but a responsibility that each one of us carry as individuals, as teachers and as citizens. And I'm sure जो हमारे teachers हैं, they will ensure that this learning what they have had from this today's session, they will take it back to their students and eventually to the society as well. And once again, thank you, sir, for sharing all of your knowledge and motivating us to take these small but powerful steps. Of course, and now as we continued our journey of learning and awareness, I would also like to thank Harshada, who also told us about the work she has been doing to adopt sustainable menstrual products. So thank you for that as well. I would also like to thank all you teachers for coming this Saturday morning and to attend this session, very very important session. आज बहुत सारे teachers आ नहीं पाए क्योंकि I think दिवाली पास आ रही है, तो everyone has got busy with that, busy with exams especially. But we are really grateful for all the teachers who had come to attend the session today. And last but not the least, the entire team of Pune Climate Warriors. Now, Omkar, you're a part of PCW. Bodhankar sir, we consider Omkar as PCW member as well.
Now and forever. Now and forever.
And even sir, you are a part of PCW only. So Omkar, for arranging the Zoom link and for coordinating with sir for his available time and to have this session, and for Radhika, as always, to get everybody together, all the teachers together, and to conduct the session. Last minute, I told her, please do the welcome because I was stuck in my daughter's school. So, but Radhika, as usual, your connect with everybody. I think it just is so wonderful, and truly happy to have everybody on board for this project. And yeah, we'll be seeing you now next month post Diwali. So teachers, wish you a very, very happy Diwali. Of course, let there be light, love, and happiness always. And may you keep spreading this light. I feel you all play a very, very important role in this movement. So Pune Climate Warriors, like we always say, it is not possible without y'all. We'll be seeing y'all in November. But till then, poster entry, जिसने भी नहीं भेजा है, प्लीज सेंड दैट सून, क्योंकि देन सब लोग दिवाली ब्रेक पे जाएंगे और इट विल बी वेरी डिफिकल्ट. हमारा ऑफिस भी बंद रहेगा फिजिकली, दो हम रहेंगे constantly available on phone, but हमारा office physical structure will be closed. So requesting you to kindly send the posters before. The only reason why we are collecting all the posters before, so we also have an idea and we are able to give the judges the posters as well in advance. दूसरा, please, 15th November last date है सब competitions के लिए. तो just like before we close off, kindly make sure you all gear up for those competitions. I know सबके exams है, so we are not pressurizing you all at the moment, but Diwali break के बाद please send us your entries, क्योंकि it'll help us in planning the Big Green Fest. आप सबको पता है कि organizing a fest or any annual program, कुछ भी program हो जाए, कितना planning लगता है उसके लिए, and you teachers will know the best, क्योंकि आप हर रोज events plan करते हैं आपके स्कूल में. So हमारे लिए it will be very, very essential for your help, your support to ensure that entries come in time so that we are able to plan everything properly. That is the only reason we are asking.
Talk something. Teachers,
Yes.
teachers are calling me and they're just giving me a head up, doing what they're doing. You can send a detailed report later, but do contact us because many schools are doing it, but then there is no communication, so we are not able to understand how many other theme has been completed. We are also understanding there are some customization teachers are planning. Do call us and we'll be there. तो जिसको भी आपको कॉल मुझे करना है, आप कॉल करिएगा और मुझे बता दीजिएगा आपका क्या क्या हो गया है और क्या करना है. Later you can send me the detailed report. Please do that. So my dear teachers, that would be great, means we can understand how many schools are doing what and we'll have the details as well.
Yes. Yes.
I want to thank
Yes.
two people here. They are new to Pune Climate Warriors. So one is Vishal Sonkul from Jalgaon. He is our coordinator there, and
Okay.
he has added 80 schools and 56,000 students.
Wow.
And Captain Raju Bodhankar, Ullas Bodhankar, who's joining us from California right now. He's with his
अरे वाह.
daughter there. So
Okay.
yeah, Raju, thanks for joining so late. It's late
Yes.
night for you. So normally, if everything is over, we end with a small prayer.
Yes.
For a change, we are going to place before you some kids have made a song. So just
Okay.
four, 5 lines, we can hear them.
Yes, sir. Before even we go to the song, I would like to even invite the Jalgaon schools to be a part of the Big Green Fest. We'll be happy to, if anybody wants to be a part of this, we'll be very happy.
Omkar, your responsibility to reach out to Vishal. Okay. So a small song which is set by the children. This is the Sagar-Mitra anthem. This is the first school which is singing it. I just have to make sure that the sound is on, no? Just few lines. So I'm stopping at only the first verse. It is their Sagar-Mitra song. Anyway, thank you so much. Thanks. So, Onkar, Divya, and
Yes,
Radhika,
thank you.
thanks.
Yes,
So,
thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir.
so we will close this now.